All right, so you got Allison. All right, so Allison. So he's won obviously the Golden Glove. He's 79 appearances and
Mhm.
37 clean sheets. He's obviously a very good goalkeeper, without doubt. And Liverpool obviously won the season before. So do you think that Liverpool obviously will win this season? What do you guys think?
I think they've been inconsistent. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I think they'll definitely get top four, but I don't know. I don't think they'll win it.
Yeah, you don't think they'll win? What teams do you think potentially could win?
Um, okay, obviously it's gonna sound like I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna say the current top four. So
Yeah,
obviously 15 games in, it's almost halfway through the season,
yeah,
and I mean if you're like nearly top of the table at this part of the season, I think you should be thinking about getting the title. Just keeping consistency.
yeah,
But Liverpool haven't done that yet. Man United's getting into a stride. I think they've got I don't have the quality to win the league, but I think Man United was coming second somehow. Like last
oh,
year, they were shite last year, and
yeah,
they finished third. They're
yeah,
Mm.
actually doing all
Yeah.
right this season, so I think like they're contenders for the title. I'd say actually,
yeah.
but I don't think they'll win in the end. Like
Oh, all right.
if you
Okay.
ask me who I think would win, I don't have an answer, but I think it's like it's like a rough area where I
Yeah.
think people will finish.
Yeah, yeah. So you think Manchester United potentially could grab the title, but
I
or
think so.
if
Yeah.
not, come second or third.
No,
Third
no,
or
no, no,
safe in
I'm not saying I'll get
second.
a top, but I'll say they'll definitely be top four.
Yeah,
If they
top
keep
four.
their current form,
Yeah, I
they'll
mean, I
because
guess they
they
could
started
be
slow
actually.
and they're picking up now.
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
do you
as
what do
long
you
as
okay.
as long as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is under pressure, he'll bring the results for Man U. As soon as he's not under pressure, they'll drop again.
Yeah,
You
no,
think
I
that?
love it. Always is like as soon as his job's on the line, like Marcelo turn into like prime Henri. It's
Yeah.
the play
That
you
is
don't actually
true.
play well for some reason.
That is so true. So
Yeah. So,
yeah. Oh, fair
but
enough.
at Liverpool, I mean, they've got VAR on their side, whatever way I look at it. Salah, yeah, I mean, yeah, Salah does keep on diving, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, he
So,
does. Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, they do get help from VAR as well a lot,
Yeah.
but apart from that, they are also quite consistent.
Yeah.
And I mean, if at the moment, I mean, they're top of the table because all the other teams aren't finding that consistency yet.
Yeah.
Just that's quite obvious, yeah, I
And do
know.
you think
But
that
like,
consistency will be found eventually?
I think it'll be difficult to find it this season
Yeah.
because of the current circumstances with the virus and having to play every so often.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
For
But
next season, I mean, if it's gonna go to normally the league, like not having to play as many games in as short a period of time, then I think other teams will get on the runs
yeah,
and find consistency better. So at the moment, I think it's just like whoever gets most luck in their games or whoever has the least injuries or can rotate the squad the most.
yeah,
So
yeah,
with some of Liverpool, their whole back line was injured or
yeah,
some,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
and some of their midfield too. And although they didn't really have enough quality players on paper, the players they brought up did really show up. So yeah, they've managed to keep the results coming,
yeah, yeah,
even though they just drew to West Brom
yeah. Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
and
I mean,
lost
the
2
thing is,
Villa.
I do see where you're coming from and everything. I think there are certain teams that are obviously playing inconsistently. They haven't found their consistency, and but I do feel that Liverpool like even just like looking at their performance on last season, like going by last season, obviously they won the title. Um, but even just looking, if I even just have a look at some of their key players, like Van Dijk, for example. Like there's defense, like the defense is like amazing, like and everything. Even looking at certain players and everything, I just think that they're a completely dominant side. Personally, yeah. And, right. So obviously you've got really good strikers, so such as Mane. I think obviously he's
Sadio Mane.
yeah, a very good striker. Salah and Firmino, they're the main like strikers that I think for Liverpool, which bring about a dominant side
No.
to their
Firmino,
play.
the defensive striker.
Forget about Jota though. I mean, like Firmino has like a couple like recent good games,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think past 2 years he's been a bit shit. Like people are like, no, he's a defensive
you
striker.
think?
Yeah.
Call him a midfielder then.
It's
Then he
only,
still wasn't getting the assists or anything, but like I think he's picked up again this season.
I think he can be.
But I think
started-
Jota's a
in his
lot better.
position.
Yeah.
than-
he's only
Jota-
started scoring
Oh.
since Jota came in, and
yeah,
Jota
that's a good point.
got in a good form.
Yeah. Yes, but also, what like other so you think that obviously there are other teams other than Liverpool that could win the Premiership, but you don't obviously have like specific teams or a specific team on the top of your head which you think would win the Premier League. But or actually, you do, Aidan. You think Man United potentially could?
No,
steal that title
I didn't say they would. I'm
They
saying like
could.
there's a chance, but I'm saying
Yeah,
I'd say like I'd say same for Liverpool. I'd say like they could if they find form,
Yeah.
find consistency in their form. Then yeah,
But I
but I'm
feel
saying
like
like all those teams have had like just everyone's just been inconsistent. I'd say this season. Like
I
the thing about Everton, they were so good at the start,
Yeah.
and then they just had a drop off. Now like they're kind of like
Now they're winning again. Last.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I feel like Liverpool as well, like teams like Liverpool, they can get like slightly complacent when they know that they're at the top of the Premier League. Like I remember last year when they were like quite a lot of points above everyone else, and they started to lose games like 3-0 and stuff, and it was like just because they were just being lazy and complacent. So I think potentially, I don't think it will happen this season because it's more close,
Yeah,
I think, at the moment anyway. But like I feel like certain teams, if they get to the top and they're a couple of points ahead, they could become slightly lazy and almost, like they might lose a couple of points, and maybe that might mean the second place team could or third place team could take their title away from them. Maybe I don't know though.
Last year they've had too big of a lead. This year, if they go on a bad run, then I mean, like Mourinho said, if you lose 1 or 2 games, you can drop back to like 7, 6, 7, 8
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
think
You
about
lose
Tottenham,
one
for
or-
example, they
you
were
win
top
1
of
or
the
2
league
games.
year.
Yeah, you win 1 or 2 games, you could be number 1. So
No, exactly. Yeah.
to be honest, I reckon anyone currently in the top 10 or like top 8 or something, anyone could win the league
You
potentially.
know what? Yeah, I agree with that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, no, in fairness, because I think obviously the point system's very close this year. Like,
Yeah,
even like as what time we'll see we're recording this video, maybe like in a couple of days it'll be slightly different. But
Yeah.
like Liverpool, I think are like on 27 points or something, and like the team, like
First
even
league.
like 8, yeah, like they might have won. Did they win today or something? I don't know. But like even like 8 places below them, they're only like 2 or 3 points below them. There's not really much of a difference. So I do definitely agree. There's a lot. If a team loses, it's very much they'll go to the bottom of like 8, if you get what I mean. So someone could easily go from first or second place right down to 8th. I do definitely agree with you guys on that.
yeah. So like with Chelsea, they've started the season pretty well. Went on a good 17-game unbeaten run. Oh no,
Yeah.
not. Oh yeah, 17-game unbeaten in all competitions.
Yeah,
And they didn't. They only had 1 loss in the league to Liverpool.
yeah,
In like until December, and like there was even top of the Prem, and then last 6 games they only managed to win 1, and they've got a draw as well, I think.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, now we drop back to 6th. So like we're still pretty close to the top. Like Leicester in second place are only 3 points above.
Yeah,
And so, like I'm saying, it's very competitive.
yeah,
So, I mean, 1 or 2 good games again, and we could be up there again, or
yeah,
we lose 1 or 2, and then we'll drop down to like where, to like where Arsenal are, 13, 14.
Yeah.
So, it could go either way. But I mean, if any team, if they find a good form, a good run of games, or like Chelsea, maybe like the players get to know each other more because it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
get some sharpness, confidence, and
Better chemistry and everything. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot more potential.
yeah, improve the chemistry,
Yeah,
which is what this season is really for Chelsea. And I mean, I think they could be competitors as well.
yeah,
But can't write Aston Villa off at fifth either. So,
yeah, yeah,
like, literally, if they can keep this form up, then any team above them or something could eventually slip or go on a bad
exactly.
run
Yeah,
of
they'll
games.
draw or
Then
lose
they could
and I'll
go up.
just go
So,
down the table. Yeah, yeah.
who
But,
knows? Maybe that Leicester magic could happen to them.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. All
So,
right, do you want to
yeah,
sum up? Do you want to sum up this video obviously then now, and then just put like obviously decide. So obviously, Aiden. I'll just go Aiden first. So obviously, Liverpool final. Yes or no? Will Liverpool? Do you think Liverpool will win the title?
Um, like I said earlier, I wouldn't know. I
So,
mean, I could say like I say they could,
yeah.
but I'm not saying they would.
So you're very much indecisive then.
You know, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Fair
there's
enough.
still
Yeah.
almost like there's 6 months to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it's fair enough. Yeah. No, I just want to see if you feel like if you think Liverpool potentially would win. What about
Potentially,
you?
yeah, but I don't know.
yeah.
What about you, Go? Have you had or are you a bit like Aiden, a
Um,
bit undecided?
well, they're obviously like the favourites because they are number one at the moment,
Yeah.
and they are obviously the defending champions.
Yeah.
So they are the favourites, but like I've said, I think it could go either way. So anyone could really win it.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. I do agree with you. They could go either way, and it's definitely probably too early to decide. Because also we've got like another 3-4 months to go basically of the season.
Yeah, and
But
like with Man City,
yeah,
things like COVID could hit any team, and
yeah.
like they could start losing players to
Well, it's
that.
already hit Arsenal. It has. So
Yeah.
yeah. Do you
So
know?
like Man City
Yeah,
game called off. So
yeah.
yeah,
I personally feel, just to sum this video, I personally feel that Liverpool will win the title. Because they're defending champions. I think their team has got a lot of potential. They've got a lot of good talent. And I think Klopp's a really good manager as well. So I personally do think that they will or that at least if I had to bet on a certain team that would win, it would be Liverpool.